Have you ever wondered why a simple, everyday kitchen task can literally bring you to tears? Well, today we're diving deep into one of cooking's greatest little mysteries. Let's get right into it. We are about to uncover the real secret of onion tears. I mean, it's a question we've all asked ourselves, right? You've got a knife in one hand and you're wiping away tears with the other. It almost feels personal, like the onion is actually fighting back. And you know what? In a way, it is. So, let's treat this like a tiny investigation. The kitchen, that's our crime scene. The onion is our subject, and the tears, well, that's the evidence we're here to explain. Because every single time we slice into an onion, we're kicking off this fascinating, invisible chain of events. Now, you might think it's just a strong smell, but it's not. And it's so much more than just the physical act of cutting. What's really happening here is a surprisingly sophisticated chemical defense mechanism. It's like a tiny chemical explosion happening right there on your cutting board. Okay, so to solve this mystery, we've got to go inside the onion itself. It's time to identify the culprits, the agents responsible for this teary assault. Our first suspect, sulfur compounds. Now think of these as the potential fuel for our chemical reaction. They're just kind of hanging out inside the onion cells, minding their own business, and on their own, they're completely harmless. And here's our second suspect, an enzyme called allinase. This little guy is the trigger. And just like the sulfur, it's also stored away safely. But, and this is crucial, it's kept in a totally different part of the onion cells, completely separate. And right here, this is the key to the whole thing. As long as those cell walls are intact, these two suspects can never meet. The sulfur's in one room, the enzymes in another, and as long as they stay apart, they remain perfectly harmless. No drama, no tears. But then, we come along with a knife. This is the moment everything changes. This is the inciting incident. The chemical attack is officially launched. So let's walk through the attack step by step. First, your knife cuts into the onion, and bam! Thousands of its tiny cells are broken open. This damage is the trigger. All of a sudden, our two suspects, the sulfur compounds and that allinase enzyme, are thrown together for the very first time. They mix instantly, and in a flash, a chemical reaction creates something brand new, an invisible, volatile gas. Okay, so our investigation has led us to the weapon. We figured out how it was made. So now, it's time to put a name to the real culprit behind our tears. And here it is, our culprit, syn-propanethiol-S-oxide. Yeah, it's a mouthful, I know. Luckily, scientists have a much cooler name for it, the lachrymatory factor. That's really just a fancy scientific way of saying the thing that makes you cry. This airborne gas is the highly effective chemical weapon the onion creates to defend itself. So, this is the key takeaway. It's not the onion's general smell, it's not the juice, it is specifically this gas, created in the exact moment you cut it, that is the single direct cause of that stinging, burning sensation in your eyes. So here's how the final stage of the attack plays out. That invisible gas floats up from your cutting board and drifts right into your eyes. It makes contact with your lacrimal glands, your tear glands, and acts as a serious irritant. Your body immediately recognizes this as an attack and kicks its own defense system into high gear, producing a flood of tears to try and wash that chemical away. So, in the end, crying over an onion isn't a sign of weakness at all. It's actually your body's brilliant and totally automatic defense mechanism. The onion launches its chemical attack, and your body expertly defends itself by flushing the attacker out. Pretty cool, right? Mystery solved. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? A simple onion holds such a complex chemical drama. What other amazing chemical secrets are just waiting to be discovered? In the garlic, the chili peppers, or the other spices sitting right there in our own kitchens. Definitely something to think about next time you start cooking.